From your experience, what are the challenges of e-commerce nowadays?
Oh, I have a very large experience in e-commerce, and there are plenty of challenges. I'm not sure we have time to cover all of them, but the idea was that back in the days, probably saying early 2000, e-commerce was always seen as a technology business, while nowadays it's more of a classical retail. And that shift from technology, let's say pure technology, to a classical retail didn't really happen in the mind of the e-commerce founders. So most of the people owning e-commerce websites, for example, or businesses, they are still considering their business as a forefront of shopping rather than a generator for real profits. And it's always this battle in between higher revenues versus higher gross margin or higher profits. And I was investor in a few businesses in e-commerce. I'm in a board of two businesses, large e-commerces in Romania. And the mind shift that we had to put in the mindset of the founders was, let's forget about the tens of hundreds of millions of euros. Let's focus on having 2, 3, 4, 5 million in real profits. Because in reality, the time of the e-commerce valuation made out as multiple of revenues has long passed. So right now, if an e-commerce company is actually going through a valuation exercise, it will be always the same discounted cash flow analysis, which is typical for every sort of retail, classic retail business, accumulating the future profits, and then you'll end up with the valuation right now. So instead of looking at e-commerce businesses as, let's say, larger revenues generator, you should look at potential profit generator.
I have another question linked to e-commerce and health. So is the e-commerce viable for health businesses?
It is, but it's more in the area of, let's say, marketplaces. There's always this confusion in between what's e-commerce and what's a marketplace. In reality, you could easily sell, like an e-commerce, you could sell services, for example, even patient care or nursing, babysitting, or so on, in a marketplace. And we actually, through our sister fund in Austria, we invested in the largest home care. The company is called Home Care in the US, the largest home care network, which is a huge marketplace, going at around $1 billion in valuation right now, and probably employing more than 50,000 home carers. So that's the sort of marketplace. I won't say e-commerce, that's actually providing or offering health services. If discussing products, of course, every specialized producer can actually sell the products online. But then there is this sort of regulation, there is GDPR and other sorts of, let's say, constraints when selling medical devices.